Hello, friends. Welcome to another Stamp With Me Tuesday. This time we're getting ready to celebrate Sale-A-Bration 2024 with easy handmade cards using the Heartfelt Hellos stamp set. And we're going to be doing a fun fold. There is so much going on. It's really just one card, just like it checks a lot of boxes tonight. If you are here and joining me live, welcome. Hello, Teresa and Rose and Karen. So glad y'all are here. If you are here joining me live, leave me a comment. Let me know that you're watching. Let me know if you are planning to stamp along with me this evening, because this is a stamp along. The supply list is in the description to the video. You can open that up, you can grab some supplies, and you can make these cards along with me. So, all right, using your own supplies, not what I have, because clearly you don't have that yet unless you're already a demonstrator, because it doesn't start till Thursday. So. But you can make this card with all sorts of supplies. You're going to love it. Really, you're really going to love it. All right. If you are watching the replay, a special welcome to you too. I love that you guys come back and watch the replay. Let me know if you're doing that and really if you're stamping along during the replay, because that would be awesome too. If this is your first time here, welcome. I hope that you will hit that subscribe button so you always know when I go live so you can come back and join me again. I am Heidi with Onigo Stamping, and I help people who want to reconnect with their inner artist, who want to be creative, but feel like stuck for some reason. I'm going to help you reconnect with that inner artist and with lots of tips, tricks, and inspiration to create beautiful handmade cards and gifts using stamps, ink, and paper. That's all there is to it. So, hello, Cindy and Yolanda and Shannon and Janet. Oh my goodness. And Jill, all my friends are tuning in tonight. I am so glad you guys are all here. All right, I'm going to make my workspace look just a little bit bigger. Cindy, maybe you're stamping along. It depends. All right, we'll see. All right, so here is the stamp set that I am going to be using. This is the Heartfelt Hellos stamp set. I'm having trouble getting my words out again tonight. Heartfelt Hellos stamp set. This is one of the Sale-A-Bration items in the Sale-A-Bration brochure. You can get this awesome stamp set with a $50 order. You get to choose it as your free item starting Thursday through the end of February. And this one is a really good one. I really, really like it. It has sentiments for Father's Day, Mother's Day, Easter, Valentine's Day, and then just some general sentiments. So how awesome is that? It's just perfect. Plus, it fits the Heartfelt Hexagon punch. Like all those sentiments fit right in it, which is really awesome too. It works just amazing. I love it. This is a good one. You're going to want it. So I'm going to be using that. For the sample card that I am making, I am using the trusty Toolbox Designer Series paper. Kimberly, like those large sentiments? Me too. They're just a good size. They're not huge, but they're nice and big and bold. So I'm using the trusty Toolbox Designer Series paper. Now this does have a coordinating stamp set that's in the mini catalog. It's the Trusty Tools. So if you get the Trusty Tools bundle, you could pick this paper for free with a $50 order. So that'd be really good. It has tools, it has measuring tape, some more tools, a stripe, and then the other side just has some nice, basic patterns on it. So it's just a really good one. What's really nice about the dies that go with that Trusty Tools die set is they're going to cut out some of these tools for you, which makes it really easy. I do not have the stamp set or the die, so I'm going to do a little bit of fussy cutting tonight. But before I do that, let's jump into this card. So you should have a 4 1/4 by 11-inch sheet of cardstock. This is what we're starting with, 4 1/4 by 11. And we're just going to make a couple of score lines on there. So I'm going to grab my paper trimmer. And I'm going to start at 1 3/4. I'm going to line this up at 1 3/4. Make sure the dark cutting blade is pushed out of the way. And then I'm going to use the light gray scoring blade. And I'm going to score this first at 1 3/4. Just like that. And then I'm going to slide it down and I'm going to score it at 5 1/2. All right. Those are the only two score lines, 1 3/4 and 5 1/2. And we'll set that aside. And I'm just going to fold this in half. Use my bone folder to give it a good squish on that score line. And then this one, I'm going to fold this to the inside as well. So it's going to go right in here. And I'm going to give this a nice little squish. squishy, squishy. All right. And then I'm going to open it back up. What I want to do first is you have a couple different pieces of pattern paper, right? We have some pattern paper here, and two of them are the same size. You have two kind of strips that are the same size. I'm going to start with this one, and I am going to adhere it to this flap with just a little bit of green glue. Now, the quick reference guide for this card with all the measurements and the score lines and all that is going to be in my email this week. So if you're not on my email list, you definitely want to jump over there and get on it. And you can do that right on my website. So I've put that piece of cardstock or designer series paper on there. I'm going to grab my Heartfelt hexagon punch. Now, if you don't have this punch, you could use a circle punch, an oval punch, any general punch. All I'm going to do is I want to kind of punch out a thumb notch in this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this in a little ways, not all the way. I'm going to try to get it centered top to bottom and get it straight in there. See how I do. And then I'm just going to punch it. And that is going to become just a little thumb notch in there. Because this is going to be a gift card holder. You know, I love gift card holders, especially for things like Father's Day, because I don't know about you, but guys generally tend to be hard to buy for. But a nice, you know, Lowe's or Home Depot gift card is perfect. Sorry, I almost said Home Depot because that's what I call it to my husband. I call it the Home Depot, but it's the Home Depot. I know that. All right, so I'm just going to close that up. I put a little bit of adhesive just on the outside edges and just close that up to make my gift card holder. Then I'm going to take a piece of basic white, and I'm just going to adhere this to the inside. So easy. So this will just go inside my card, just like that. And then I'm going to take that other strip that I have, and I'm going to put this over here on this right side. Now, I have lots more card samples with this when I get done with this one, so definitely don't go anywhere because I pretty much just used all of the designer series paper and from the Sale-A-Bration brochure and made one with each one. I went overboard. All right. There we go. We're just going to put that on there, and then that's going to close, and you're going to have just like a little white strip. I think it just looks kind of decorative. And we're going to take, for tools, we're going to take this one, and I'm going to adhere this over here. Okay, it's going to fit perfectly. So we'll just put some more green glue on there, and then we're going to get to do some stamping finally. So we'll just pop this over here like this. And that's the basics of the card. Like now after this, you can kind of decide what you want to do. But that's your basics, your card with your little gift card holder here. I'll close that up. I'm going to stamp. I'm going to find a piece of white. I've been doing so much like stamping different things and then going live and then stamping some more and going live. And it's kind of like my desk is chaos. It's not kind of like that. It is definitely like that. My desk is chaos. So I'm just trying to find a white scrap here. Like I have plenty of white scrap. I can't find any. All right, I'm going to grab my Heartfelt hexagon punch, and I'm just going to punch this out just like that. Then I'm going to grab my stamp, and I'm going to do this in Lost Lagoon to match my cardstock. And this says, Dad, you're the best. You're the best. So I'm just going to grab some Lost Lagoon. I'm going to tap, tap, tap that in there. And then stamp this one. And I'm going to put it kind of towards the top. There we go. All right. And now I want to add a little bit of something to this. I want to add a couple things to this. First of all, I'm going to add, I think, another piece of cardstock. Do some little tricks here. All right. So I'm going to slide this in, and I'm going to punch out another heartfelt hexagon, just like that. And then what I think I'm going to do for this one, I'm going to do it this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm just going to cut this in half with my paper snips. And then I'm going to adhere this. This just kind of gives it a little bit of a layer. It's kind of an easy way to do a layer when you just have a punch. So I'll just put a little bit of adhesive on there. And then this is just going to come in here, and I'll just make it pop up just a little bit on the top. Try to get my sides lined up. And we'll do the same on the bottom. So, oh, we still have more people coming in. Hello, Carol and Elle and Rose and I. So glad you guys could be here. So I'm just going to put this little piece on the bottom. And this just kind of like layers it up just a little bit. Kind of helps that sentiment pop out. So that'll just go on here. And then I'm going to do one more thing. I want to grab some of the designer series paper. Let's see. And they have different tools on them. So they don't all have the same tool. How about a red tape measure? I'm going to grab a tape measure. I'm just going to kind of cut this out, and then I'll fussy cut it. So when I'm cutting from a huge piece like this, I'm going to fussy cut it, but I like to kind of cut it out a little bit first just to make it easier to fussy cut. This is going to be pretty easy though. I'm just going to cut around this, leaving a little bit of a border. We're going to use this for the front. Since I don't have other stamps, this is a nice way to pull in kind of a big image for the sentiment. Although you'll see on the other ones, I really didn't do that. I think I did it on this one because the sentiment on this one is a little bit smaller. And it looks like I need to ink my Lost Lagoon ink pad. It's a little fuzzy there. All right. Here we go. So this will come in here like this. I'm going to pop that on there. I'm going to go ahead and adhere my sentiment on here. I want to be careful that I'm only putting glue on the part that's on the front. I don't want to close my card up. How many pages of each pattern? There's 2 pieces of each pattern in the packs. So there's in each one of the packs, there are 6 different patterns, and there's 2 of each. So there's 12 pieces in each one. All right. So this is going to go on the front here. And don't forget, if you want to get in on my paper share, I think I have like 1 spot left for single share. So you can pop over to my website. And actually, don't forget that tomorrow's the last day to sign up for classes too. So I'm going to put a couple of links in the chat here. So here, the first link is the link to my upcoming classes if you want to sign up for classes. And then I'm going to pop the link in there for the product share. So if you haven't yet signed up for a product share, the deadline to do that is tomorrow as well. And you can sign up for a pattern paper share, an embellishment share, or both, or double. There's all sorts of choices. So there is my card. Isn't that fun? And it just opens up and you can put a little gift card in there. Super easy, fun. Let me show you the other samples if I can find where I put them, which is the chaos on my desk right now. All right. And all of these use that Heartfelt Hellos stamp set. So here is the first one. This is with the Flight and Airy paper. Isn't that pretty? And I just did hello. I actually punched this out of the Lost Lagoon and then I embossed it in white to make it pop out like that. So just some little birds on there, and you can see my gift card holder on the inside. It really is a simple one. So easy to make. All right. This one is for Valentine's. So I did the Love You More, and I used the Most Adored paper, which is my most adored paper, I think. So pretty. Just added a couple of little heart embellishments on there. And the same thing, just really simple. Oh, and there's my gift card sample. See? So that just pops right in there. And then I have one for Mother's Day. And for this one, I use the Sunny Skies, Sunny Day. I don't remember what it's called, but it's another one of the designer series papers in the Sale-A-Bration catalog. And this one, I punched out two of those, or I punched out an extra one of the Heartfelt hexagons in the Poppy Parade. And I actually just turned it 90 degrees. And that way it just pops up a little bit on the top and bottom, which is another fun way to do it. So super easy. And there I use different ones on the inside. And again, you can just slide your gift card holder right in there and it just fits. Super, super simple. So easy. So those are my cards for today. If you stamped along with me tonight, or you stop and you make this card afterwards, we want to see it. So what I want you to do is, in just a few minutes, I'm going to put up a photo of my sample cards over in the Facebook group. I want you to pop over there and put a picture of your card in the comments so we can all see it, because that is my favorite thing to do with these stamp along things, is just to see how you can take the same fun fold design, use different papers, use different stamps, and come up with something completely different. So I can't wait to see what y'all made. And we have 2 more nights of the Let's Get Ready to Celebrate 2024. Tomorrow night, Wednesday, I'm going to be using, I'm going to be using the detailed dogwood stamp. Haven't used that yet. And then Thursday, I've technically used everything this week. I have technically used all of the items except for the one stamp set that I did not get. And if you don't have the brochure, you'll have to figure out which one that is. I'll show you Thursday in the brochure which one I did not get. It's just not me. It's just not me. So on Thursday, I might pull out one of the pattern papers and use it with the coordinating stamp set that it goes with. So that's kind of what I'm thinking now. I have not made the cards yet. I told you I'm like making cards left and right around here. So, but I will be back live again on Thursday. Thursday, the catalogs go live, so we're going to be able to actually, peek inside. I'm going to share my favorites from the new mini catalog with you. That's what we just have a lot going on. So I might just, go back through everything that I've shared. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm sure I will come up with something great though. So thank you all for joining me tonight. I will see you all tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Have a great night.